officers will move in at a rapid pace here to try to prevent him from getting back on the road and getting back into a chase scene here.
Well, and certainly, Gary, the hope is that this person will decide to pull over and stop and end this peacefully.
And kind of went almost down the exit ramp. He's heading down that ramp, but looks like he's about to change his mind and pull back on the highway, much to the frustration, I'm sure, of these police officers that he's not pulling over. Glad, I'm sure, that he's staying on the highway. But
where police are trying to stop this white Nissan Sentra. That is an incredible thing to see, Gary, and just an idea, some bit of evidence of how this is affecting so many people right now. Yeah, those people have to be very frustrated because there's a line of police officers that's not letting anybody through. And, you know, they're not going to. There really is no place at this point. You can see the folks on the side of the road. Again, he's stopping, starting, stopping, starting. It's obvious he's not going to outrun them, but yet he continues to do this and refuses to give up. So there's something a little off here in terms of what the plan is here. I can tilt up here and show you a little bit, but there is no other offer on here for quite some time. I'm looking at least a half a mile, if not more. I don't want to pan too far off this, but at least a half a mile or more before there's another exit or an opportunity for this person to get off the highway. Okay, and Gary, as we continue
about all these folks, I don't believe any of these folks are news media, would be my guess, maybe one or two. That's just the public hoping to catch a glimpse of what's going on. Now, granted, they're up on top and out of harm's way in that area, but that's the kind of stuff that they're dealing with, and officers don't have time to deal with that, and they probably won't deal with that particular incident unless it becomes a problem traffic-wise, but they've got bigger issues to take care of here, keeping folks who are on.
The officers themselves so far, right?
Okay, I'm giving you a tight shot here. I'll zoom in here a second, and you'll see that this person has a cell phone. He appears to be talking on his cell phone. He's looking out the window, possibly at us at the attraction, and just weaving. We don't see anybody in either the front seat or the back seat.
Yeah, he does have a bit of a smirk on his face, at least from what we're seeing right now, this picture you're showing. And let me say that just a while ago we passed the Cook's Lane Bridge, and we're now hearing from Fort Worth police that they, in fact, have gone onto that bridge and told people to get off quite quickly, and for two reasons. And this should be emphasized to the people who are ahead of this chase, that this person has a history of we don't know his name. Police obviously do. This person has a history of non-compliance and apparently some experience with the carrying of weapons. So this is why police are very concerned about people standing too close or impeding traffic or giving them some difficulty in trying to bring this chase to a close. Right now his windows are all up, so that means that police, I think, feel relatively comfortable. Looks like he's speeding up a little bit, Gary, from what he was before.
Yeah, speeding up a bit, and I see him spending more time looking out the window than he does looking at the road. But of course, traffic's been stopped, so he doesn't have much to worry about in terms of traffic in front of him. But much to his amusement, looking at us possibly and/or the traffic on the side.
Right behind him, his hazards are on.
So this camera shot is headed east as he comes, is headed west actually, as he comes east toward our camera, and that's what that looks like. A blocked I-30. Nobody is on this road except for that one motorist and the police officers who are following.
And now we've got sound. So this is what people are hearing coming toward them, which would explain why so many folks were getting out of their cars to look, because they could hear this. And you see that flat tire there.
Yeah,
the right passenger tire is flat. So, which is why this person has been driving at speeds of, around 10 miles per hour for such a long time.
Something else to take into consideration is that's what he is hearing as well. He's been listening to those sirens the entire time.
Wow.
And I can tell you from riding inside a squad car with the sirens going, it'll wear you down.
It's loud.
In addition to speakers, we understand the police have been speaking to this person through loudspeakers.
And he's trying to carry on a telephone conversation as well.
Right.
So this is eastbound. This is East Chase, the East Chase overpass. We just passed underneath on eastbound I-30. You saw the news media there watching this as it goes by. And right now, we're getting very close to Arlington. Arlington police are going to be standing by, doing the same things we're seeing police do and Fort Worth do as far as trying to clear people off those roads.
And as we
Go ahead.
He's just, you'll see here on your screen here, just a second, he's going to pop up on the grass here, change his mind at the last minute, and get off again back on an exit. I'm a little bit ahead of you only because we're on a delay, so I apologize for that. But you'll see him, he's changing his mind at the last minute, cutting across grass, cutting through an intersection. There were some officers that looked like they were blocking him off, not allowing him to go further on 30, and I believe that's what may have prompted him to do that at the last minute. And now we're running along the access road of I-30, approaching, I believe, well, we're about a mile from Six Flags, into a parking lot. We'll see him into a parking lot here. Officers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 officers speeding up here, and he's going to turn left into this parking lot. A lot of officers speeding up trying to contain this, but they're having a problem here, scooting through this traffic. Luckily, not a lot of folks in this parking lot. He's going to turn here and then come back out, and it appears he's going to get back on a north-south road, but not sure what that is.
Yeah, Gary, let me, you're on, obviously you're seeing this live. We're on a bit of a delay. Let us see if we can talk this through here. Now headed southbound, of course, make a left turn here.
6.
Relatively close right now, turning all the way around, so he's going back
6.
to the north right now. On the right-hand side should be some kind of a golf course. Uh-oh. Well, now he's moved off of the main road, so this should be interesting to see. Gary, you can see where he's headed. I don't know what is through there. Looks like he's trying to get...
This is an empty parking lot, a construction strip zone. Officers are moving in really soon. They really wanted to catch him inside there, but now he's making his way back to the road, and he actually will probably get out of this parking area and back onto the road again, which is really disappointing because it's traffic is picking up, the speed is picking up. And
he's southbound now on that would be southbound on Collins. Gary, if I'm correct, what you'll see up ahead of him on the left-hand side, a few blocks down, should be the stadium, and on the right-hand side, of course, all kinds of traffic. But again, this is the busiest area in terms of retail for Arlington, I think, in North Arlington, right, Gary?
Yeah, it's very crowded here. Okay, you'll see them cutting up across the sidewalk over a restaurant. I'm speaking just a little bit ahead here, but it is a very busy section of town. A lot of traffic, not a lot of pedestrian traffic, thankfully. But you'll see him cutting across here. Look at that, cutting across onto the streets. Again, trying to shorten his route and trying to lose these guys. But back out now is going the wrong way down a street.
But after that will be 360, and then shortly after that will be, I think, 161. If we're heading north on 161. But right now, again, on I-30, looks like he's headed to the east, headed toward the Grand Prairie right now. Police officers again behind him in this pursuit that's been going on now since about 1:45 that we have been following all of this. So the best part of the afternoon they've been following him. We initially heard that this was a simple traffic stop, but now we've learned, based upon sources that Lauren Zakalik has, that this individual may have some extensive involvement with the justice system in terms of having gone to prison for drugs. May also be a suspect in terms of being a drug dealer right now. And is trying to elude police because of the situation that he's experienced in the past. Tanya Iser joins us now. She's got some more information. Tanya, again, has extensive background with regard to dealing with law enforcement. I understand that he's going to wreck out. Watch this picture as we come up. That's a police unit you see there. Let's see what happens as he pushes to the right.
Well, there we go.
There's the bumper.
Yep, they're getting him stopped. That was a SWAT vehicle. Yeah, you see Fort Worth SWAT on the side of it.
Using the SWAT vehicle. Looks like a person trying to get out of the back right there.
Apparently.
Police officers coming out both sides of them.
Oh, sorry.
Police officers coming out both sides of him right now. Some smoke coming from the white car of the suspect. Officers trying to come into the inside. Again, this chase has come to a close. Asking him to get out, and it looks like he either cannot or will not. You see them poking at the window. They'll be coming around to the other side and momentarily. This is a SWAT unit that's come around that's brought this to a close. Police officers, again, there he is crawling out the window right now. Police officers come around, grab him, pull him out of the vehicle, bringing him to the ground now. Officers look like they're securing the situation. They don't seem to be concerned about anyone else being inside. They brought the suspect out of the vehicle. It has wrecked. So it looks like the officers are okay. The suspect now in custody. Police officers securing the scene. Tanya Iser joins me. Tanya, did you get a chance to see all that? Having some difficult...
Oh, I'm watching it right now. Obviously, they used one of their SWAT vehicles to bring this thing to an end. Talking to law enforcement folks, what they're saying, obviously this became a life safety issue to allow this continue, and that's why they got the SWAT vehicle involved and ended this thing in the way they did. We'll have more on the 4 about this, obviously.
Tanya, I cannot.
We'll be taking a break now, and obviously we'll have more on the 4 o'clock show.
Into custody. Let's take a short break. News 8 at 4 starts in just a moment.
Went by the ballpark, and here he is going around other vehicles that are there on the highway. A number of police cruisers are right behind him, and as you can tell, it doesn't look like he has any plan on slowing down.
And if you are wondering where they are right now, they just passed Six Flags, the amusement park, on the right side. So this is eastbound I-30. This tire on this car is shredding. We just saw a piece fly off. There is a tactical vehicle.
And it appears the tactical vehicle is executing a pit maneuver. They've put him into the wall.
They've stopped it.
This vehicle is stopped.
Right at 30 and 360, Don. What's happening?
Right now they'll make a felony stop. They'll try and get him to get out of the car unless the tactical team removes him from the car.
Okay, so now you see officers out, guns drawn, pointed right at the suspect. They don't know what he has in the car. They don't know if he's armed. And there you see them trying to get him to come out.
They've taken decisive action to stop this pursuit. They're trying to get him out of the vehicle at this point. He doesn't appear to be cooperating. I don't know if he's been disabled in this crash or if he's simply not cooperating. It looks like he's climbing out the window now.
And he is obviously not going to get any further than where he's gone.
So police have him on the ground. And this is a very different team that had been following him. Then we saw patrol officers following him earlier. Who are these guys, Don?
This appears to be the tactical team from Fort Worth PD, and at some point you saw the vehicles change. You saw a pickup truck, a four-door pickup truck involved, and you certainly saw this heavy vehicle involved. And I think at some point when they entered the city of Arlington and got to a residential area, Fort Worth PD made the decision it's time to end this pursuit on our terms and not his terms.
So this suspect is now down, taken into custody by police. They pulled him out of that car as he tried to climb out of the back window there after